Welcome to the TKC Bible Reading Challenge powered by Grace Bible Mission. Today you have with you Peace and you have
Enoch.
Okay, so today we are reading the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 6 to 11. So we are still having more of the words of wisdom. We'll talk in chapter 6. There's the talk about wealth and how we shouldn't depend on it. In chapter 7, we are having talking about best in life generally.
Yes.
So many advice. It felt like the father, the son is going to school and the father now say, "Yeah, sit down, my son. Remember the child of who you are," and all those kind of advice. That's the way it felt like. Then we still have some other things too. Then chapter 8 talk about obedience to the king, and then understanding God's ways. In chapter 9 we talk about taking a day at a time. Life is short, that kind of thing. About wisdom and foolishness into verses chapter 10 rather. And then chapter 11 talks about working hard, reward labor, and young and old age rather. So yeah, that's a lot. That's so much, and we cannot even talk about everything here. So what should I go first or you first?
Honestly, what struck me in Ecclesiastes chapter 7, they were not really like lessons, they were questions, and I would like to ask you. In Ecclesiastes chapter 7,
I also have questions too.
Okay. In Ecclesiastes chapter 7 verse 3, we actually saw that sorrow is better than laughter, for by the sadness of the countenance the heart is made better. So through sadness, the countenance of the heart can be made better. What can we say to this? What can you say to this?
I would say we should read other translations.
Okay, let's go.
But then, in the translation I'm holding currently, because I have a Bible in front of me, Contemporary English Version, that should be verse 3, right?
Yes.
It says, "Choose sorrow over laughter, because a sad face may hide a happy heart."
I think that solves it.
That kind of solves it. It's kind of like direct. So does that answer your question?
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, okay. But do you want to explain how that answers your question?
Okay, that answers my question in a sense that we don't have to always show what we are passing through. We just have to sometimes keep things in and then trust God that those problems, we said yesterday that life is simple, and that as we go on, there is nothing new under the sun. So just keeping this mentality that there is nothing new under the sun, and that such challenges and other problems might come and they'll just go.
Well, are you trying to say that we should keep our problems to ourselves?
No.
But we should not be so expressive with our problem, we start looking like our problem. Okay, so even if we're going through something bad, devastating, we should not carry it on our face.
We should let that joy should just live rent free in our hearts.
Yes. Okay, so I have my own question too. Since you're asking me a question, I'll ask you a question. That beginning, I'd like you to read it in your translation, because it seems your translation has beginning of that's chapter 7 verses 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so in chapter 7 verse 1, we have, "A good name is better than precious ointment, and the day of death than the day of one's birth."
Why?
I think this place is just talking about impact, in the sense that the day of death, some people when they die, you get to know their achievements, their histories, the memories that the people they've helped. I think this place is talking about impact, the day of death and the day of one's birth. So right from the onset of living, we have to start impacting and influencing others.
Okay, so
and not living a life for ourselves.
All right, you answered my question. I'm happy. Yeah. So we should be conscious of the kind of things we do, because these are the things that are carried behind us. These are things that makes it better, makes somebody that is dying better than somebody that is just born. The person that is dying has a lot of he has met a lot of people, he has said a lot of things, he has done a lot of things. There is record. While a person that is just born, there's no record, there's no value added to anybody, he has not impacted anybody's life, he has not helped anybody, he has not badmouthed anybody, like nothing. But somebody who is dying or who is dead, time of burial. Yeah, so another thing. You see that verses 9, it's like I'm going to dwell on this chapter 7. So in that verses 9, it talked about anger. It talked about anger, like seriously. And the New King James Version talks about anger lies in the bosom of a fool. Like that place gripped me, like wow. So someone who is like, I'm a very angry person, I easily get angry.
I'm so sorry, I think the person will just,
this place is calling you a fool. No,
exactly.
Seriously, this place is calling you outrightly that if you are someone who takes anger as part of your character, you are foolish.
So there's no excuse for you being
Anger is not part of
the bosom of fools.
Someone used to say that anger is not part of the fruit of the spirit. But then this is him giving its own King Solomon giving us direct. Say anger is equals to you are foolish. If you are behaving in terms of you are doing like anger, it lies in your bosom, like it stays in you. But it is that we are not allowed to be angry.
We're actually allowed to be angry. You know, I think there was a part in the New Testament that we can be angry, but the sun should not go
down on anger. That's true.
We should just keep in mind that anger actually rests in the bosom of fools.
We can get angry, but the anger should not rest in our hearts. We should not allow the anger settle, and then we start. So if I'm getting angry for more than 1 hour, I'm still angry, and then I should check myself.
I think anger can actually lead to bitterness. So when anger leads to a point of bitterness, I think probably a more definition, more.
Even before it leads to before it leads to bitterness. Do you know that when you're angry, your head will be aching you?
But not everybody though.
Not everybody, but you waste time because your mind will keep reeling. You use energy. If you now decided to act in that anger, the energy you will exert, you have wasted
and
energy.
You can actually waste resources.
You waste resources in anger.
So when they're angry, they throw stuff away,
get violent, break things. So really, truly, it's a foolishness. It's foolish.
Anger. Rest.
So be angry, but don't let it rest in your bosom. Don't let it rest in you. Be angry, but let it go. I think that's why Jesus said forgive. Say forgive. So be angry, but don't act in anger. Let it go. Do we take one more point? But it seems like we don't have so much time again. Okay. In chapter 9, I talk about how everything that should be in the first 2 verses or so, and maybe verses 2 to 3. Talk about how everything in this life, everything we experience happens to everybody, the good and the bad. I talked about how it is not fair, and truly it is not fair. Someone who has been good all his life will still experience good and bad, and somebody who has been bad all his life will still experience good and bad. Both the wicked and the kind will still experience good and bad. So whatever it is you are going through, just know that it's a phase.
It's not permanent.
It's not permanent. You're going to experience good as soon as the bad ends. But know that everybody's going to experience it.
Yes.
So tomorrow we are going to be reading the book of Ecclesiastes chapter 12, and then the book of Songs of Solomon. I know some people have been waiting for that part. Songs of Solomon chapters 1 to 7. So while we are anticipating what will happen in Ecclesiastes 12 and then Songs of Solomon, do well to read it, and then we'll come tomorrow to discuss. But until then, the grace and peace of God be with you.
Amen.
Bye.
Bye.